What's crackling, everybody? Welcome back once again to the definitive cereal tier list, where each episode we take a cereal, put it on the tier list, so you know how good it is. I'm your host, Tucker. In this episode, we're doing peanut butter cups. So with the name peanut butter cups, there's a very clear shot that's being called, and that is for the S-ranked Reese's Puffs, the only S-ranked cereal we have. But the fact that they're calling it peanut butter cups, which is sort of Reese's whole thing, makes it feel like that's what they're trying to evoke. So, bold, but we'll take it. However, we've also done other chocolate peanut butter cereals, like the peanut butter and cocoa pebbles, which was a C, and we had chocolate peanut butter Cheerios and chocolate peanut butter corn pops at a D. So we know the flavor is not always gonna be a hit like Reese's Puffs is, but I'd expect this to land, in that sort of D, maybe C range like the others. Unless this time they totally nail it, and maybe this will be our highest ranked Malt O Meal yet. But let's just open it up. Bag fell over a few times, so it's ready to be emptied a little bit. Perfect. Smells like peanut butter chocolate. Into the smell. Good start. Okay. It's definitely one of the strongest scents that we've had in a local meal. Nice. I guess just because the last two were fairly straightforward. That's doing okay. So, this looks a lot like Reese's Puffs, sort of a similar piece shape. I guess it's weird to say it looks a bit darker because it's a light brown and like a dark brown, just the same as Reese's Puffs, but I don't know, less vibrant or something. I don't know. It doesn't look a little different. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. Moment of truth. Okay. I just say, doesn't seem like it's going to be anywhere near Reese's Puffs. It's got its own, I can't tell if it's the chocolate or the peanut butter. One of them is very different from a lot of the other sort of combo ones like this we've done. I'll have to investigate more. And worth noting, this is kind of doing the Malt O Meal thing of the early crunch being a little off and not quite working 100%. I expect that to kind of adjust as we go through here. But again, it's happened now 2 Malt O Meals in a row, and I vaguely remember it happening with others, so gotta mention it. I tried a bite of just the chocolate pieces, and that was totally fine. It's pretty normal stuff. So it makes me think the peanut butter one is the one that's got its odd sort of taste. So let's confirm. Yeah, I can sense it a bit there at the end. The beginning of that bite, pretty solid sort of peanut butter taste. But that aftertaste, I think, is what's making it weird. I don't know why it stood out more when it was a mixed sort of spoon instead of just peanut butter. It's a little odd. But so is the taste, so I guess it makes sense. Now let's see how the peanut butter and chocolate mixed in the milk. Huh. It's a bit weaker than I was expecting. I feel like I'm getting maybe more peanut butter. Yeah, it feels like it's a bit more peanut butter taste than chocolate taste. It's okay. It's not standout. I think it's not Reese's Puffs, but not. It didn't make it worse, I guess. It didn't really infuse a lot of fun flavor, but it didn't make it bad. So it just kind of changed it horizontally instead of going up or down. I feel like I just tried to say the same thing 3 different ways. You get it. I appreciate the boldness of the shot they called with this, but I think they missed. So right off the bat, I don't think this is close to Reese's Puffs. I think there's a couple tiers between them, but I definitely don't think it's bad. I think they set a high expectation with the name and like having a pretty decent sort of scent profile, but everything else about it is kind of just a letdown. I still think the aftertaste for the peanut butter, especially with the chocolate piece, is a little odd, so I don't love that. But the base flavor wasn't too stand out either, just on its own. So it's just kind of a decent attempt, but I think it's still very much just sort of an all right Malt O Meal. So what I'm going to do is give peanut butter cups a D. I definitely don't think it's one of the strongest Malt O Meals, so I'm not going to get a C. I think if anything, it's sort of like in the middle for all the Malt O Meals we've done, which is quite a few, so it's not really saying a ton, but it's fairly middle of the road. This also means that it's in line with like the peanut butter and chocolate Cheerios and Corn Pops, which I think kind of makes sense. They all sort of had some of their own issues, and this one, just that aftertaste, I think was the biggest thing for me. Piece-wise, though, I think it is actually pretty okay once you've had some milk on the pieces. That initial sort of early crunch was a little off, but even like by the end, not many of the pieces had soggified, and the ones that had didn't do it in a bad way. It was like a fairly nice sort of like texture swap, so I didn't mind that too much. Like I think that was one of the strongest aspects of it overall, actually, which I'm only just mentioning it now, but you know, that's how things work sometimes. So I think if they had just done a little better with the taste, this could have easily got up to a C, maybe even like a B. But I think even if they nailed the taste 100%, it still would be brought down and not quite match Reese's Puffs because they just have such a good hybrid of everything. So solid attempt, Malt O Meal, but didn't quite hit. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and in the comments below, post your general thoughts. Let me know if you've had peanut butter cups and what you think about them. Not Reese's peanut butter cups, of course, but Malt O Meal peanut butter cups. If you think this is one of the stronger of the peanut butter chocolate cereals we've done, and I was incorrect by giving it a D and in line with some of the others, you can let me know. If you think this is actually easily the worst one we've done, you can let me know about that too. But until next time, stay delicious.